Hey, did you know that you can do amazing magic tricks with just rubber bands? It's true. With just some simple rubber bands, you can do some pretty amazing tricks. In fact, one of the very first tricks I ever learned with rubber bands is still one of the very best. It's a classic and I perform it all the time. So lately, somebody asked on my channel, how does one get started in rubber band magic? And you know what? That's a great magic question. All right, rubber band magic. How do you get started? How do you learn? That's a great question. I love rubber band magic. I love rubber bands. And I've done a couple of these magic question videos. And I think this one probably won't be as long as some of the others, but definitely want to get you started, want to put you in the right direction. So we'll talk about some classics. We'll talk about what's available to learn right now. We'll talk about just getting you a well-rounded, education, get you all the knowledge. We'll talk about what are some good rubber bands to purchase. If you want to buy a whole bunch and just have a bunch of great quality rubber bands, we'll talk about that too. And we'll talk about some best tricks. We'll give you the top 5, right? We'll give you my top 5 rubber bands, and I'll even give you a free resource at the end of this so that you can get started and start learning some free rubber band tricks today. All right, where do you learn? Where do you learn rubber band magic? I'm going to give you 2 resources. These are the classics, all right? These are the classics. These are the ones everybody recommends. These are the ones people say are the best, right? But with that, alongside that means, number 1, they're hard to find, right? Because they're out of print, and so you're going to be going to eBay to find them. And also it means that they're older resources, right? They're older resources. So I'm just putting them out there because these, of course, are the ones that people say are the best. The first one is Elastrix, the Encyclopedia of Rubber Band Magic by Ed Mischel and Abraham Hurwitz. And this was published in 1989. I believe you can find it as it's like a lecture notes type book. And ironically, Crazy Man's Handcuffs is published in this document. Now it's uncredited, and I don't even believe it's titled. I think it's called Linking Rubber Bands, or Penetrating is what it's called, rubber bands. And we'll talk about Crazy Man's Handcuffs at the end of this. A lot of people attribute it to Michael Amar. He's certainly the one that gave it the title, but I first knew about Crazy Man's Handcuffs from my local magic shop owner, and he learned it from Tarbell. So Tarbell, of course, very old and been around for a very long time. So Elastrix, Encyclopedia of Rubber Band Magic. Second recommendation, classic recommendation, is Hot Shot with Rubber Bands by Ben Salinas. Now, if you can't find those, right, but you're looking for something maybe a little bit more inclusive, maybe video, right? You want some video, and you want a pile of tricks. You want to learn everything. Like, you want to go to rubber band magic school. Okay, I got one name for you, and it's not Michael Amar. I know on some of these I've said, oh yeah, Michael Amar, but the heavyweight name for me, at least for me, in rubber band magic is Dan Harlan. Dan Harlan is the guy, okay? So volumes 1, 2, and 3. That's right, 3-volume set, Rubber Band by Dan Harlan. That's what it's called. It's Rubber Band Volume 1, Rubber Band Volume 2, Rubber Band Volume 3, Dan Harlan. I know you can find all of those as downloads over at Penguin Magic. They have them. And it's going to be an onslaught of information. Probably way more than you even want, right? Way more than you need. But if you want everything, right, you want to go to, like I said, you want to take a class, go to rubber band school and learn everything there is to know about rubber band magic, that's a great resource. Volumes 1, 2, and 3, you won't need to go anywhere else. You'll learn it all. But let's say you're like, I want to scale down just a little bit. Can you just give me one resource? Just give me one video. What's one good video, one good tutorial to watch? I could get one DVD, one download. I understand. 3 volumes could be overkill, right? So if you just want one purchase, I would get Band Shark. Get Band Shark from Dan Harlan. Get Band Shark from Dan Harlan. There's a ton of stuff in there, and it's more than enough to get you started. So, rubber bands, what should you buy? I know there's magicians out there that'll recommend colors, like, oh, they get blue, get pink, and those are certainly fun. I usually like using props that look like things you'd see every day. Like, I almost want my rubber bands to look like the rubber band that came off of your produce or your newspaper, right? If you were to go through your junk drawer and you pulled out a rubber band, I want it to look like that, okay? So Amazon is really gonna be your best place to go. Now, obviously, you can go to the office supply store and then you can see them, in real life. Size 19, if you're gonna go to the office supply store, size 19 is probably what you're looking at, okay? Pound 19, hashtag 19 for you younger kids. But if you go to Amazon, let me give you the deal, okay? Amazon Alliance Rubber 20195 pale crepe gold rubber bands, size 19, $13. $13, and I believe it's a pound. You get a pound of rubber bands for $13. They're strong, they're the right size. That box will last you for years. So $13, one price, one-time payment, all the rubber bands you could possibly want, shipped to your door, right? Can't beat that. Can't beat that with a stick. All right, best tricks. So I gave you some classes, right? Some tutorials, but if you were just gonna buy a one-off, like I wanna buy one trick, just to learn one trick, one miracle, right? With the rubber band, what are some good miracles? Well, I'm gonna give you 5, okay? Five miracle tricks. The first one is Bandit by Chris Kevling. My 4th recommendation would be Melting Point by Kashawn Wallace. And number 3 would be Jumper by Joe Reinfleisch. And number 2 is Stargazer by Alan Wong and JB Magic. Now, people love Stargazer, and they would probably say that my number 2 should really be the number 1. It should be the number 1. But whenever I hear people talk about Stargazer, they always say, I do Stargazer right after Crazy Man's Handcuffs. They go together, okay? So if that's the case, then I'm gonna say, well, then Crazy Man's Handcuffs has to be number 1. It has to be. It has to be number 1. Crazy Man's Handcuffs, I could tell you some places to learn it, but then I could also save you money and just tell you, you can find the tutorial for free on YouTube. I mean, absolutely sure, go look for it in Tarbell, go look for it in places, but you could just search YouTube, you're gonna find it. I think so many people have already taught it, but it's definitely a great place to start. Another great place to start is my magic channel. I have another YouTube channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks, and that one also has a member section where I teach my handlings on classic store-bought effects. So head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks on YouTube, give that a like and a follow, or give it as a recommendation to someone who's trying to learn beginning level magic. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you. I hope that's a resource for learning rubber band magic. And of course, now this is the best time because you get to tell us your recommendations. What do you recommend for rubber bands to purchase, for material to learn, for teachers to listen to? There's a lot out there. I was trying to keep it simple, right? Trying to bring out some highlights, but of course, we would love to hear your polite and well thought out recommendation. If you've got one, post it below. I'm sure we'd all love to hear it, to read it. That's what makes the internet a great place, because we all get to learn and glean from one another. And big, huge thanks to whoever recommended that I do a video on how to learn rubber band magic. I try to read all those suggestions and get back to them. So if you have a suggestion for a magic question video, I would love to hear it and do the research and find that information out for you guys as well. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.